Welcome everybody to the Botch Squad Podcast. I'm your host Jinder94, here with another Raw review for April 25th, 2016. Monday Night Raw started off with Shane McMahon coming out, so I guess he's hosting Raw again, which means WrestleMania is once again not important. Taker beat him for no reason, I guess. So Shane says that they're gonna have some fun tonight, and is playing to the crowd. And Stephanie comes out. We haven't seen her since the match at Mania where she took a spear. So Stephanie McMahon is back. And she's like, you can't pander to this crowd. I was born here in Hartford, Connecticut, which is where they were. And they still booed her, of course. Stephanie said she had something important to tell them. And that at Payback, Vince will decide who's going to be in charge of Monday Night Raw going forward. Since this is going to be Shane's last night running Raw. Unless, Vince says he's going to be able to run Raw from here on forward. So, Shane does the crowd comparison thing where he's like, who do you guys want to run Raw? Do you want Stephanie? And, they booed her. And he was like, or do you want me? And he just went back and forth and they were booing and cheering. They were all into it. After this segment, though, they kind of died off. But after that, he was like, whatever happens, happens. But as for tonight, I'm in charge. So you can leave the ring. Steph was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. Nope, you're just going to have to deal with me. So Shane gets security to come out. So Steph just leaves on her own. And then she tells the security, don't touch her. She's just going to leave or whatever. And one of the security guards touched her. And she just went ballistic on him and started beating the hell out of him. She slapped the mess out of that man. And then they escorted her out. And we didn't see her for the rest of the night. Then the first match of the night is AJ Styles versus Sheamus. Man, okay, well, I didn't really care about this match, but, AJ's athleticism is just amazing. He's a small dude, though. I was looking at him compared to Sheamus, man, and he's pretty small compared to a lot of these people in WWE. Nothing really special about the match. AJ did a nice, sweet, flipping powerbomb. He was on top of the top rope, and he flipped and, kind of hit Sheamus with a powerbomb. That was pretty sweet, but he pretty much just beat him with a phenomenal forearm. Whatever, nothing special. After the match, he's backstage. No. Was it backstage? No. Okay, Anderson and Gallows came out to the stage area, and, they were congratulating him and clapping for him. I see a swerve coming at Payback, and I'll talk about it more in my predictions video, but anyways, Reigns was backstage, and the Usos were right behind him or whatever. They were like, we see that they're going to try to do something, but just so you know, we got your back. He was just like, yeah, I know, but sometimes the all needs some help too. Because, he always says one versus all. So sometimes the all needs help from the one. Something like that. Whatever. It was sweet. However he said, I just forgot. After that, the New Day came out, and they started doing the Running Man challenge down the aisle. It was so hilarious. The New Day are always up to date with the top trends or whatever's going on. So they came out to talk about the tag team tournament. Big E says whoever wins the tournament, you're going to have to put some respect on their name, doing the whole Birdman gimmick or whatever. And, they paid tribute to Prince, saying whoever wins is going to party like it's 1999 or whatever. Then the Vaudevillains interrupted them and said they're going to win the match and party like it's 1899 because, they're kind of like with the whole medieval thing and all that good stuff. After that, Enzo and Cass interrupted them because these two are going to face off at Payback to see who's the number one contender to face the New Day for the tag team championships. And Enzo came out and said, the Vaudevillains won't be the number one contenders because it's impossible. And he compared them to him wanting to run down the beach into his own arms. Enzo's crazy, man. And then, they called him soft or whatever. Soft! After that, the New Day started dancing, and that was it. They said whoever wins the tournament still gonna lose to the New Day, so it don't even matter. And then Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows made their Raw in-ring debut. Well, Gallows has been there before, but we just gonna kayfabe that. And they faced the Usos. These two, I like their theme song. I heard it a couple times throughout the night, and I really liked it. The Usos started off bringing the fight to them because, when they debuted, again, I'm going to kayfabe that for Gallows. They attacked the Usos, so I guess that's why this match was happening. Pretty much, the Usos brought the fight to him at first, and then they just got destroyed, and they hit the magic killer on them and won the match. Then they started assaulting the Usos after the match, and Roman Reigns came out to fight them off again. It was pretty badass by Reigns. He pretty much just manhandled both of them. Renee Young backstage with AJ Styles, and she's asking him how he's going to prepare for Reigns at Payback. But before he can answer, Gallows and Anderson interrupt him, talking about Reigns, saying, they won't jeopardize his opportunity, but they have his back because they know the Usos will do anything they can to have Reigns back at Payback. So, they got his back. Like I said, there's a turn coming. And like I said, I'll talk about it more in my predictions video, but it's so obvious. They showed a video package building up Zayn versus Owens, showing how they came up in the business together and how Owens turned on him in NXT, and how Zayn got hurt facing John Cena in the open challenge match he had, and then Owens pretty much getting the call up to the main roster permanently. It was a nice little, video showing how, how good of friends they were, how they considered each other brothers, and Owens was jealous of Zayn for getting the NXT championship before he did, so he had to take advantage of that and, backstab him or whatever. So, yeah, after that, Sami Zayn came out and he's going against Rusev. Rusev had pretty much mostly counters for all of Zayn's explosive offense. He couldn't really get anything off like he wanted to, and plus Rusev is big, so Zayn ain't really gonna lift him up or nothing. Owens can do a lot of things, but with Rusev, and Rusev can do a lot of things too for his size. It was crazy the things Rusev is able to do. The big men in WWE, for the most part, are pretty athletic. The big guys, they're pretty athletic. Rusev, Owens, all of them can move. They're light on their feet. But anyway, Rusev went for the accolade and got, I think he got rolled up. Yep. After that, Lana was throwing her shoes at him in disgust, and JBL was like, she turned heel. I started dying, because I don't even know how many people heard that, but I heard it, and it was hilarious. Sami Zayn's, walking up the ramp or whatever, and of course, Kevin Owens attacks him. He should have seen that coming. It's happened so many times. But, yeah, he just, knocked him down or whatever and just stared at him. After that, Renee Young backstage talking to Apollo Crews about, how he can stand out. And Stardust interrupts him, Cody Rhodes. And he even called him Cody. He was like, hey, Cody, what's going on? And he was looking at him like, did you really just call me that? And then Apollo just started talking about, how Dusty was such an inspiration for him and how he even helped him pick his name and all that good stuff. And, Stardust pretty much no-sold him and was like, even the great Dusty Rhodes can't turn everybody into a star. And then he, walked away laughing at him or whatever. It was weird. Of course, these two have a match. More so just showing off the incredible athleticism of Apollo Crews. So he's like a smaller Bobby Lashley with way more mobility. He moves so fluently in the ring, and it's just great. Crews beat him easily with a sit out powerbomb. I guess that's whatever. They need a new name for that. It's hard to say. Dean Ambrose comes out to talk about Chris Jericho, saying he would host the Ambrose Asylum, but since he got attacked last week, he's not really in the mood for games this week. He's like, he acknowledges how great Jericho is, and, he demands respect. But Ambrose will come out there and he'll knock the respect out of you. You'll have to give him respect. He'll earn it. He'll earn his respect. And pretty much wanted Jericho to come out so he can, get his revenge on him. So Jericho comes out and is like, how dare you disrespect me? Do you not know who I am? I'm the best in the world. And, I win my matches and I command respect in the ring, and I've been around here for so long and all that good stuff. And talks about his career or whatever. He's like, you know what? You should be honored that I'm even in a match with you at Payback. You should be honored. You should, get down on your knees and kiss my $1,500 boots. And thank me for being associated with you. This is more great for you than it is for me, even though I'm still going to win the match or whatever. He said Dean should apologize for disrespecting him and stealing the highlight reel, because he pretty much stole his gimmick. And Dean was like, you know what? I'm sorry that you paid so much for them ugly ass boots. I'm sorry that you walk around with a scarf. I'm sorry you got a stupid Bon Jovi haircut. And I'm sorry that I'm going to have to beat you a Payback. And then they started brawling, whatever. They got out to near the announce table, and Dean started taking everything off of it, and then he got knocked down onto the announce table. He was trying to get Jericho up, probably to hit Dirty Deeds onto the table. But Jericho knocked him down, and he went face first into the table, and Jericho just pretty much put him in the walls of Jericho until the refs came out to stop him. And, it's looking like Jericho has momentum, but it's pretty much just building up the sympathy for Dean Ambrose, so he's probably going to win this Sunday. That's one prediction I gave away, but whatever. After that, Natalya versus Emma, and Charlotte came out to be on commentary. Didn't go long. Emma tapped out to the sharpshooter. I hope they just don't make Emma the same thing they had her as, because her character is so evolved. She deserves to be in, the top spots of this women's division. It's like I said last week. It's like they just calling them women now. They haven't done anything new. They had the 8 Diva tag match last week, and now this week they have like a quick match because Natalya is gonna face Charlotte at Payback. But other than that, we didn't see any women tonight. We saw Lana with Rusev, but she wasn't doing anything. I don't know. Like I said, I'll give them a chance and see if they can do something to surprise me. But what I did like after the match was they had this great video package for Chyna, and I'm glad they did this. It was a nice tribute showing what she did for the women in today's wrestling, how she was the first woman to enter the Royal Rumble and even eliminated people like Mark Henry and some other people I forgot, and how she was part of DX, and that's how the crowd was first introduced to her, and even how she won the Intercontinental Championship from Jeff Jarrett. That was crazy. She did a lot. That you always talk about your Trishas and your Litas and, Fabulous Moolah and all of them. But Chyna was a revolutionary herself, and it was great that they acknowledged her passing and put together a great tribute video for her. I really like that. I'm glad WWE did that. Props to them. Damian Sandow was on Raw. He's like he was about to job out the Baron Corbin, but during Baron Corbin's entrance, Dolph Ziggler attacked him, and pretty much Corbin ran away or whatever. So I guess they're having their match at Payback as well. It would have been nice to see Sandow perform, but of course, if he's facing Corbin, he just would have been jobbing. So I guess he's back, but they're probably not going to do anything with him anyway. So Miz comes out with Maurice. They're just talking about the match with Cesaro this Sunday, and saying he won't win. That's all he was saying. Cesaro interrupted him, saying, I'm gonna win. Whatever, they trying to do this movie impersonations. The Miz tried to do a Robert De Niro impression, and Cesaro said, the only movie you belong in is Jackass, and whatever, this match is I hope Cesaro wins, to be honest. I really don't like The Miz, and he's doing a great job of playing heel, because, you're not supposed to like the heels, and I don't like The Miz, but he's a great heel. I'll give him his props. So, The Miz pretty much tried to leave the ring, whatever. Hey, no harm, no foul. He escorted Maurice out, and then he ran at Cesaro and got pop-up uppercutted. Not pop-up powerbombed, he got pop-up uppercutted, and it was pretty sweet. And Cesaro hit that, and he was about to hit the swing, but Maurice kind of stopped it. She got on top of The Miz. Take that how you want. But yeah, she prevented that from happening or whatever. So, they're facing this Sunday as well. Reigns walking towards the ring for his match, and AJ pops up, says he's taking his title at Payback. Reigns said, you must have bought ringside tickets for Anderson Gallows. That was great, because AJ was just like, he didn't say anything. He just looked at him. Reigns smiled at him and walked away. That was great. They showed a tweet from John Cena saying he'll be back Memorial Day. I think it's the end of next month, like the 30th of May or something like that. So that's great. And then we had the main event match, which was Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio. The match was alright, but screw the match. We just want to know what happened after the match, right? So after the match, Anderson and Gallows came out to distract Reigns, and Del Rio almost got the roll-up victory. But of course, Reigns countered that and hit Del Rio with the spear to win. And then after that, Anderson and Gallows, of course, came to the ring so they could fight Reigns again, get their revenge from earlier when he got the best of them. Started beating them down. AJ came out to stop them. He was like, no, hold on, chill. You know, trying to get them out the ring and away from Reigns because, like he said, he doesn't need them to beat Reigns. But Reigns wasn't having none of that. As soon as he turned around after they got out the ring, Reigns hit him with the Superman punch and knocked him down. Gallows and Anderson got back in the ring. Reigns took them out as well. And then Reigns turns around and he gets phenomenal forearmed and gets knocked out. That's it. GG for you. I really like this. You know, all night they were like, you know, trying to get the best of each other and going at it. So, you know, the build up for Payback for these two is pretty good. So, you know, like I said, I'll talk about the swerve that I think is going to happen at Payback in my predictions video coming Tuesday or Wednesday, most likely Wednesday. Look out for it that day. And yeah, so that was Raw. It was all right. I give it a C+, B-. Wasn't nothing special, but you know, they were just setting up matches for Payback pretty much. Wasn't too bad, wasn't too good. You know, it was just Raw. Roman Reigns gimmick. It wasn't a good Raw, it wasn't a bad Raw, it was just Raw. So once again, I want to thank you guys for watching and supporting me, you know, taking your time out of your day to watch my Raw reviews. I really do appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in a couple days for my predictions video. Leave a like if you liked the video. Hell, if you didn't like it, dislike the video. That's fine too. Leave a comment down below if you want to talk about what happened on Raw. I'll be in the comments responding to people. Or, you know, just hit me up on Twitter at GeneTheMan94. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Later.